Welcome back to cooking every single recipe in the official Follow Cookbook. Today we're making Deathclaw Wellingham. Don't forget to subscribe and vote for it to make next in the comments below. And this one came from a comment, so thank you. To start this recipe off, we're going to prep again. You're going to want to first chop 2 celery ribs, then peel and chop 2 medium carrots, then chop 1 medium yellow onion, and again chop 1 leek, and then finally mince 3 cloves of garlic. And then you're also going to want to peel and cut into bite-sized pieces 1 russet potato. Now you're going to take your pork shoulder, and if it's large like mine is, you're going to want to cut off 2.5 pounds. And then you're going to cube it. And I almost forgot, you're going to quarter 2 cups of mushrooms. Now you're going to take your pork and throw it into a Ziploc bag with a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of pepper. And you're going to just vigorously shake it around. Now in a Dutch oven over medium-high heat, you're going to heat up 2 tablespoons of canola oil, and you're going to brown each side of all of your pork cubes. This will take a while. You only will be able to do like half the bag at a time, and you have to make sure to stay on top of flipping, because some of the bits did burn to the pan a little bit for me, but yeah. Once they're all nice and browned, you're then going to add another tablespoon of canola oil, and you're going to remove them from the heat and throw in your celery, carrots, onion, and leek, and garlic. And you're going to cook that until it's all softened. Oh, and a teaspoon of dried rosemary and half a teaspoon of caraway seeds. I almost forgot those. Yeah, you cook them until the vegetables are softened. Once the vegetables are softened, you're going to use a 1/4 cup vodka to deglaze the pan. You're going to use it to just scrape off all the brown bits and mix it in with the sauce. Then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste and stir until it's combined. Finally, you're going to add 4 cups of chicken broth, the potato, 2 bay leaves, and the pork. And you're going to cover and let it simmer. You're going to bring it up to a boil, cover or reduce to medium-low, cover and simmer for 30 minutes. After those 30 minutes, you're going to throw in your mushrooms and simmer for another 15. And finally, ladle all of your stew into 5-6 ramekins, however many you're using, and just until you've used most, if not all, of your soup. Then it says 2 sheets of frozen puff pastry cut into circles to cover bowls. Do not have your puff pastry frozen. It lied to me and deceived me. Thaw your puff pastry beforehand. Listen to the rules. Listen to the instructions on the side of the box, because I had to use like broken off chunks of puff pastry, and it was awful. Did not work well at all. Do not listen to it. Thaw your puff pastry, please. Once the puff pastry is thawed and circled and put on top, you're going to beat an egg yolk and brush it over top of all of your puff pastry lids. And then you're going to put it in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. Enjoy. You know, this is pretty good. Other than the whole, the recipe lying to me and the puff pastry actually needing to be thawed instead of frozen like it said it would, it was pretty good. The pork was nice and tender. The vegetables were yummy. It was good. It was pretty good. It's just like I don't have any complaints about it. It's just not as good as some of the other ones. But yeah, it's 8.5 out of 10. Like I was stalling because I didn't remember what I had rated it when I tried it for the first time, because I started doing that because I thought it was smarter. So I was stalling while I opened the app, opened my notes to see. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10.